My guy Vondi is like tweeting.
I gotta update my Twitter name to Lord Vonderhaar.
Let's go.
And done.
We gotta do the show, man.
Oh shit.
All right. Thank you everyone for coming today. We are here so excited to tell you finally about this game that the team at Treyarch has been working on for the past few years. And for those of you who have not been with us for one of our past multiplayer reveals, we are going deep today.
All right, cool.
Before we tell you all about Black Ops 4 multiplayer, which is set in a narrative world between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3,
oh,
we're just going to show it to you.
Can I take this line? Do you mind?
All right, knock yourself out.
All right. Here is the worldwide reveal trailer for Call of Duty
Black Ops 4 multiplayer. What?
Black Ops weapons free.
What the fuck? No way, dude. Alright, so the leaks weren't a lie.
Bravo secure. Pushing on me.
Riot shields are back.
Every shot counts.
So the specialists are back, okay. But this looks sick as fuck. This looks fun as hell to play.
Building barricade.
Copy that, Mod 1-3.
Hey, Swimming's back.
Marking targets.
This actually looks really good.
Sensor going live.
Because if you look, it has the advanced movement system, but it doesn't have jetpacks. It's actually really good. That's actually really good. Hey, Tommy's back.
Heels coming.
Heals? What? What? Oh, there's an HP bar. I didn't notice that. What the fuck? Oh shit, so this really is like Overwatch. What the fuck? Oh my god. Dogs are back! Dogs! I saw dogs! I saw dogs. Oh my god. This actually looks fun to play. What the fuck?
All right.
Vonderhaar.
Let's just get something out of the way. Are you guys ready? Can you thrust jump?
Cool! Cool!
Can you wall run?
Cool! Oh boy.
Can you confirm we are 100% boots on the ground?
Cool.
Wow. Doing this while firing your gun. Ruin returns, and this time he brought his special issue equipment, the grapple gun, that only
So all the specialists are back.
So Ruin is a specialist with those unique ability to close the gaps and get to the enemy faster. And the combos that you can pull off when you grapple to grab slam have been making the highlight reel inside the studio. And we can't wait to see just what you do with this. So specialists are back, both new and some familiar, but totally reimagined. Because each specialist brings special issue equipment that delivers unique capabilities to your team to
So the leak wasn't wrong, but they were wrong in the fact that the wall running and shit was back, so there you go.
But
Black Ops 4 is going to break with tradition by giving each weapon its own set of attachments. Now in the past, attachment sets were shared across weapon classes. But this is important to us, because unique attachments are all about making the gameplay of weapons and what makes each weapon stand out from each other. We're also bringing a new category of attachment this game. It's called operator mods. Operator mods are the ultimate expression of a gun's profile. It's going to expand its capabilities in ways that go beyond that core functionality. You're going to see here the Titan LMG laying down some heavy suppression fire.
Cool.
That suppressive effect is only capable through its operator mod. It's going to distort and disorient the enemy on the other side of it. Now, I'm excited to say that weapons are further defined by another first in franchise history today.
All right, I gotta have some clarification on that.
Will be the first game in our history to use a true predictive recoil pattern system.
Oh,
this allows you to constantly make micro adjustments while aiming and shooting. This means that the gameplay of each weapon is learnable. There's a path to mastery that is rewarding for new players.
Oh wow, Call of Duty took something from CS:GO's book. There you go.
Combat systems that we've made.
All right, every noob in existence, be warned, you are going to get fucked by people who actually know how to play the game.
Health are two sides of the same coin, and you can't change one without affecting the other.
Yeah, so health is different, right?
Some tactical depth through a change in the healing mechanic. Healing is no longer automatic. Now players manually trigger their healing process with a dedicated
what the
button,
fuck?
and that becomes as central to your gameplay loop as reloading the weapon after a firefight. And we like this change because it creates a tactical decision point that simply didn't exist before. So you can disengage from combat and heal up, or you can rush an unsuspecting opponent who may be healing herself. And these changes create a more tactical pace to the game, where instead of simply losing to the person who shoots first, you can actually survive a gunfight with smart maneuvering.
Okay,
this means
what
you
the
spend more
fuck?
time in the part of the game that's
Okay, we're gonna have to see how that works, because I'm kind of worried about it.
Aggressive players still feel rewarded for being aggressive.
Because if that's the case, then whoever shoots first gets fucked,
and look
right?
for a better opportunity to strike.
Actually, no, you know what?
Our journey into the
Okay, think about it like this. Roadhog has a self-heal in Overwatch, right? Whoever heals first gets fucked.
Is a medic.
So I guess that necessarily isn't the case, but we'll see. We have to see how it works.
For a limited time. And Crash is just more than a medic. He also distributes a salt pack, which resupplies his team. And no doubt the folks at home are already breaking down that MP trailer, and they've already figured out what this one's like. So we've taken a completely fresh look at the health mechanics of a Black Ops multiplayer game to insert tactical decisions and some much-needed pacing into that gameplay loop.
So far we've talked about some really fundamental building blocks of what multiplayer and what makes it awesome. You got movement, weapons, health systems. We're gonna take it up a level to situational awareness. Situational awareness covers the gamut of what you see and hear in the game, from the mini-map to the sounds that your footsteps make on different surfaces. We've experimented with all sorts of modifiers that have impacted this over the years, but in Black Ops 4, we embrace situational awareness as a fundamental feature to the game. We're introducing a new system called the Fog of War.
Okay.
And only the parts around the on the mini-map, the Fog of War reveals a radius around the player and his or her teammates.
Oh, okay.
As you'd expect, enemy players are going to reveal their positions when firing a weapon unless they're suppressed, and many of your favorite score streaks like UAVs and counter UAVs are still going to do what you expect them to do. But what the Fog of War does, it creates more opportunities for teammates to communicate and work together for the win.
Wow, so they really are turning this into Overwatch.
His name is RECON. RECON is an expert in situational awareness. Do player experience?
Are you sure about that?
What did I miss?
Just one little thing. Just want to tease for our competitive community, and that is the return of League Play.
Woo! Let's go!
League Play is a fan favorite, and we've combined the very best parts of it, and we're going to deliver it for all the players of Black Ops 4.
As Mark mentioned in his opening remarks,
let's fucking
we're doing some things a little bit different than this year, including how we tell stories in each mode throughout the game. Now we're delivering more narrative and character depth in multiplayer than ever before. And we're also going to give new and returning players the ability to learn and master each of these specialists and solo missions. These missions feature a series of fun and fast-paced trials that give a hands-on introduction to the new and returning specialists, while exploring the stories behind their
Treyarch thought of everything, though. I'm not gonna lie.
inside of a Black Ops narrative. Now, with each game, the Black Ops players have spent more and more time in multiplayer, and it's important to us that we go bigger on that experience and expand the narrative universe around it. Here is just a glimpse into that universe.
Not bad.
Not bad yourself.
Rainbow Six Siege.
No one gives a fuck about you.
What a trailer.
You're a number. An asset. A pawn in someone else's game. They've been manipulating you. Watching you. Exploiting you. And when the get what they want, they'll leave you for dead. So here's the deal. Alone, you can put up a fight. But together, you can start a war.
This is Call of Duty Rainbow Six Overwatch, my guy. They really put emphasis to team play, so I bet you could probably still do like a bunch of crazy shit because like 2 pieces, 3 pieces, 4 pieces are like integral and shit, but yeah, this is gonna be interesting to see. Okay, so that was my initial reaction to everything and all that stuff, and disregard all the stuff like this looks so fucking good because it does look fucking good. However, there are like certain aspects of the trailer that I'm gonna be like breaking down and like my thoughts on it and everything like that, just like quickly. Okay, so I know it's been a long time since I posted anything Call of Duty related on my channel. That's most likely because like World War II has literally killed my passion for the game. Reason being is because it's just very inconsistent and it's just not fun to play. Simple as that. So let's go over what the fuck we just saw. So the grounded combat and the tight gunplay, as you've probably seen from my reaction and stuff, I was pretty sarcastic. I really couldn't care less whether or not the gameplay was like on the ground or whether or not it was jetpacked or whatever. But yeah, it looks really good. It looks pretty fast paced. It's not like slow and sluggish. There seems to be a lot of things happening, and I like Call of Duties that are like that because it's just much more engaging and much more fun that way. It seems like there's a lot of overhaul to the overall system, though. It definitely is not a regular Call of Duty anymore. So they promised us like grounded combat and tight gunplay. I don't know about the tight gunplay. We'll have to see, or I have to play it for myself, obviously, to find out whether or not it's tight. There are specialists in the game. They're back. And it seems like they not only do they have an ultimate, each hero has an ability, sort of like Overwatch. So each hero has like a side ability. So the Crash guy has like a medic tool to heal people. The Overdrive specialist has a grapple hook to hook to places like Widowmaker and Overwatch. Just a bunch of like really cool things, but then also like really concerning things. Because certain abilities seem to be like a bit more OP than others, although it is on a cooldown, so hopefully it's like balanced in that way. So because we're introduced to specialist, I think everyone's wondering how is it gonna work, because the way Black Ops 3 did it, they didn't really have like a limit on how many heroes you could have on one team. But I feel like because you're introducing abilities of this kind to the game, there is going to be a limit as to how many people can play a certain hero or a specialist. Tactical team experience, they emphasized on this the entire fucking way, and the leaks weren't wrong. It was going to be more similar to Overwatch or Lawbreakers, or well, to me, this seemed like Rainbow Six Siege, even though Rainbow Six Siege is slow as fuck. The look of it and how they carried and presented it, so definitely looked like Rainbow Six Siege. But the one aspect the leak was wrong about is the fact that they confirmed no wall running, no jetpacks, and all that stuff. Now, the number one thing in this entire presentation, health is different. You have a health bar now, and I know you had a health bar, but they didn't actually count the number of health that you had, and it didn't like vary across the different characters. You all had like the same amount of health, but it seems like now that there's like a distinction in characters and everything, they all have their own specific health bar, and health does not auto heal in this game. Apparently, health is actually regained by pressing a button. Now, I already expressed my concern in the reaction, but I'm just wondering how that would work, because if it's slowly healing you, then I'd say that's balanced, because you can still gun the person down while they're healing. But if it's a burst heal, right? If it's a burst heal, Now that's where it becomes a problem, because then it becomes a matter of, okay, I healed first, so you die, type of situation, or I healed second, you die, sort of situation, like something like that, which I hope it isn't the case. But when I looked into the trailer, it didn't look anything like that whatsoever. So they introduced Fog of War, and you know, I guess it's pretty cool, although it doesn't really change anything on the minimap, because you're not going to see people on the minimap unless they shoot things anyway. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, I guess. There are certain characters that make use of the Fog of War, like certain specialists and everything like that, as you see in the trailer. But UAVs and everything still they do the same exact thing. So Fog of War is just there to make sure that you know what's happening on the map, because there's like a little radius bubble where you can see around you. However, you can also see the radius around your teammates. So I guess they try to like emphasize comms and everything like that in between players. Although I don't know how actually possible that would be, because knowing the Call of Duty community, there are people that don't have mics and probably won't use them. And I guess the only thing I want to touch upon, like lastly, would be like, I guess the way that attachments work. They seem to be like how it usually is, except it seems that each weapon has their own set of attachments, which I'm fine with, because at least you won't have broken ass attachments across every single gun. It's just a matter of, okay, if this attachment is OP, then how do we go about balancing that? That's a question only Treyarch can answer, and only the player can experience, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much, you know, main thing. Well, I mean, League Play was announced, which is really good, because introduction to the competitive scene brings more viewers and players to the competitive scene. But you know, and that's pretty self-explanatory. League Play is a fan favorite for a lot of people, and I'm glad that they actually took the time to bring it back. So yeah, that's all I wanted to touch upon. Those are my quick thoughts on the main points of the trailer. There's a lot more in the trailer. If you guys want to watch the original trailer, go to the Call of Duty YouTube channel, or go on Twitch and watch the VOD. But yeah, this was my reaction and my quick thoughts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Peace out.